3 of the Fitting in Fitness Challenge with me, your host, Tara. Sorry it's a little late, just getting the laundry going because that's how we roll, getting laundry done with my big family, all my 11 children. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I want it all done before the weekend. So now that I can hear the washing machine and dryer humming quietly in the background, let's talk about picking a time for you to fit in fitness. So if you're catching this for the first time, I'm running a 2-week challenge, Monday to Friday, with prize for everyone who participates. So if you want to be part of this live challenge to find a way to fit in fitness in a way that works for you as a big family mom, then that's the focus. There are prizes for participation, so make sure you comment on today's video. And I also have a post happening only in my Big Family Moms community this afternoon, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's going to have very specific application for you to take this a step further, tips and tricks, and even links and resources beyond what I'm going to share in today's video, connected to picking a time. So let's dive into it. When it comes to picking a time, oh my gosh, you heard it, right? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. How many times have I done this myself? It's embarrassing. I won't waste your time telling you all the times that I have learned another lesson in the School of Hard Knocks when I just, I had a nice idea and I certainly had a powerful motivation to do something with like thinking of fitness and my own health as a mom and pregnancies and recovering from surgery. I've had all C-sections. So yeah, I've had I know what I want to do. Like we talked about yesterday, processing different ways that I'm going to do it. But when I never actually nailed down a time to do it and then got realistic about making a backup time to do it, because life happens in any family, especially as a stay-at-home mom with a lot of children. Things happen, right? And the best laid plans sometimes can go a little bit awry. Like the good word says, man makes his plans, but the Lord directs his steps. So when it comes to picking a time, pick a time and then pick a backup time. So I'll break that down for you. First of all, this is part of what I teach in terms of making a flexible routine. I kind of think of it like an accordion of, I do make my plan A when it comes to fitting in exercise. So for me, I love to go for walks, and I love to go for walks, particularly in the cool of the evening. Oh, it's so Garden of Eden for me. Just like the fresh air, the big open sky. I find it very grounding. I tend to just naturally take deeper breaths, which also has a physiological effect on bringing down my own stress response and just the cares of the day. I can feel it lifting off me. When my husband's able to join me, then it's, so many birds with one stone. We're holding hands. I'm usually pushing a stroller. We can talk. We've got a couple little circuits we like to do in our small town neighborhood. And it's just, that's how I fit in exercise. But I know that's not always going to work out. Plan B is wise. So this is what I call a flexible routine, because there are some, the weather happens, right? Or I'm just not feeling it, or I had plans, or just something happened. So I make another backup plan. This ties in with what I talked about yesterday. I have more than one approach in the week. And hey, if just doing one thing super consistently works for you, that's awesome. I like a little more variety and I like a little more flexibility. So I have a flexible routine. So if I miss a day, I'm not going to beat myself up. So I pick a time, and I've decided 4 times a week is my goal. And if 7 days a week works for you, go for it. For me, I'm a 4 times a week. I do homeschool 4 days a week. So I really feel a sense of that is my that's my super productive work week. That's when Monday we homeschool, got the laundry going. We're a little late because we had the holiday on Monday. So things got pushed. See, flexible routine, but it's still getting done because I've got that flex. So and I didn't actually, I went for a walk on Monday because it's so beautiful. And I have some flexibility. So another thing that I do is I like to do these spontaneous dances with the kids. You've got a couple family-friendly YouTubers that I subscribe to, and they just do these little follow-along, super easy kind of aerobic routines. And my little kids, as soon as they hear the the beats go, and they're like, what? And then it's so beautiful on so many levels, getting the kids involved. It's like a homeschool body break for us in the middle of the day, whenever, usually in the morning. I know that 10 o'clock at my house is our mid-morning break, when we're doing a little bit of rotation through the flow of my morning, kind of moving from the early morning into our later morning. And we do some dancing. And I know if the weather's crummy, it's Tuesday, and I'm going to get my exercise in. It's a commitment I made to myself and God. And there's no, medical reason why I can't just suddenly dance for 5 minutes. That's how I fit it in. So I also have a strategy that works for me of just fitting in 3 bursts of 5 in a day. 3 bursts of 5. If I only get 2 done, good enough, right? It's better than nothing, right? And if this all or nothing mentality can be really a trap and a derailer. So I find a protected time, and I find two protected times. I go for my walk later in the evening, and I also have this 5-5-5, like 3 bursts of 5 approach, quick little dance with the kids. And I might just actually do all 3 then if I'm like, you know what? I'm having fun. I'm feeling it. Let's do 3 videos in a row and call it done for the day. Then I'm like, yes, it's not even noon and I got in my exercise. Bonus, right? I just like freed up the rest of my day. So pick a time that works for you, like how many days a week. You can get specific and comment below. It really helps when we actually say something, even if we just type it out and there's that accountability, like suddenly like 80% more likely to actually do it. But if you just keep it to yourself, it's usually because there's doubt, and it's protecting ourselves from the shame of not actually doing the things that we set out to do. But then, it's really just becomes a shame spiral because you're like, well, I didn't do the thing that I was going to do. So I probably won't do it. So I won't tell anybody. And then I won't do it and I won't feel better. You're like, no, you're going to feel terrible either way. Like you don't tell anybody and you don't do it, or you're scared to tell anybody because you think you won't do it. Like that's all up here. And that's something you can change. There's huge power in accountability. So the comment today isn't just entering into, being in the draw to win my big family home grand prize course, which will help you organize, get into a flexible routine, and be calm as a mom. Show your kids how to do it too. This is helping you pick the time. Give yourself a little flex. It doesn't have to be like, boop, 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 like I got the laundry on today. I knew I was going to be late for my 11:30 appointment to be here with you, but I've given myself grace and flex because I knew that no one was going to die, to put it in perspective, if I was there, around like 10-minute flexibility. Or if, I missed something today. I didn't end up doing the homeschool reading that I had originally planned with the kids. But you know what? I've got a time B in the afternoon. I can do it with them there as well. And if it doesn't work out today, I know that in the grand scheme of life, their whole education isn't going to fall apart if mom's being a little flexible with herself. And I got 3 days out of 4 done this week, right? It's better just like get consistent, be kind with yourself as you're finding how to fit in fitness in a way that works for you. So real quick review, make a flexible routine, write it down or just put it in the comments below if that helps you. Choose a time A approach, a time B approach, like 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 6 days a week. There's going to be a half-hour block. It's going to be in the morning. It's going to be in the evening. Which one works for you? You probably already know because we were talking yesterday about picking your style. So you already have a good idea. Or in the past, what really has worked well for you. Or if you just want to test out something new and be like, I think I'm going to be a morning person. You try that out for 2 weeks. You're like, I am not a morning person. I mean, you can become anything. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And certainly you can learn new habits and train your body. But if you were, staying up till 2 a.m., yeah, being a morning person might be challenging. So, but I think you know that. That's common sense. All right, think about your time. Share it below. If you're not a big family moms and you want to be part of this live challenge and win a prize, then go ahead and pop into the group. I put the link below for that community there. And remember, if you're stressing, and you're like, Tara, this is so great. You make it sound so easy, but I'm really struggling to get into any kind of routine. I also have a link in the video description today for my big family home course, the one that I just told you about that you could win, but only one person's going to win that. And if you're like, you don't want to wait to just sort of be the random lottery, because I'm just going to choose it completely randomly. If you want it and you're like, I need to get into a routine now. This is so much bigger than just fitting in fitness. Like everything is like blowing up all around me. I need to get into a good routine. That link is below. That course is for you. I designed it from my heart, from my home to show you exactly how I do it as a big family mom at 11. Like I said, how to organize the home, all the mess, and all the stress that causes, the routine, and the keeping calm. So feel free to grab that or check out the details below. All right. Lastly, I'm going to close with one of my favorite verses. Psalm 90:12. Listen to this. Teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. Oh, so good. I'm going to get a wall decoration. I have scripture all over my house. It just blesses me so much. Teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts to wisdom. Here's the thing. Everyone has 24 hours, right? From the Queen of England to you and me. 24 hours. That's all that's portioned to us. And I mean, the truth is we actually don't know how many more days that we have, but we have today, right? Today is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Let us make our plans, like it says, and know that sometimes our steps will be redirected. The weather will happen. The kids are puking. Something happens, and we need to be flexible and gracious with ourselves as we fit in fitness. But remember, you can do this, right? You can clothe yourself with that dignity and grace, like the Psalm Proverbs 31 woman, having confidence that God will empower you and show you how to make this work in your life, in your situation. And if you need some help, reach out. I've got your back. In fact, before I go, I'll let you know, I have a live mini Q&A happening this afternoon at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time in the Big Family Moms community, where I will be available for half an hour only. I've created space that's flexible enough. Like in my day, I've found a way to do this, to give for totally for free to Big Family Moms, me, one-on-one Q&A. So if you want some troubleshooting, you want some advice, you want to hang out with some other Big Family Moms, I will be there at 1:30 till 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the group. We can hang out. You can ask me questions, literally like no holds bars, any kind of Big Family Mom related question. I'm happy to meet with you, get to know you better, and help you where you're at as a Big Family Mom. So if you'd like some more support, that's available to you as well. All right, I'm going to pop out. God bless you. I'm just going to say hi in the chat real quick. Good morning, Cindy. All you see is a blue screen, but carry on. Well, it looks fine here on my side. I'll go double check it on the other side. If it completely messed up, I can always do a take two. That's happened. All right, well, I'm going to pop out, so I'll see you later in the group for the live Q&A, and look forward to reading your comments.